According to recent reports from the Florida-based private golf club and resort Mar-A-Lago, where President Donald Trump has been staying on and off since losing to President-elect Joe Biden in a bid for a second term in November 2020, POTUS and FLOTUS are clashing over, of all things, interior design. As CNN first described in a report published on December 29, 2020, recent renovations made to Trump's private quarters at the members-only establishment caused his mood to slump into a darkened malaise, according to an anonymous source close to his inner circle. The renovations in question, which CNN described as consisting of white marble and an abundance of dark wood, irritated the soon-to-be former president to such a degree that he asked for them to be immediately removed. The unnamed insider also disclosed that the newly installed decor prompted, quote, several loud one-sided conversations with club management. The masterminds behind the interior remodel of Trump's private quarters at Mar-A-Lago were none other than his wife, First Lady Melania Trump, and her personal interior decorator. Melania doesn't exactly have the best track record when it comes to decor.
I'm working like my ass off
I know.
That Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right?
Nevertheless, she reportedly collaborated solely with the decorator to execute the renovations. She also supposedly did not consult the club's staff regarding the redesign, which, in addition to President Trump's personal residence at the resort, also included other areas within the Mar-A-Lago property. Unfortunately for FLOTUS, her efforts to refurbish were not to Trump's liking, to put it mildly. As Business Insider noted, the president immediately ordered staff to tear out the newly implemented decor, which they did so immediately. No word on how Melania reacted at the time.
Do you love your husband?
Yes, we are fine. Yes.
While Trump's over-the-top response to the decorative overhaul at his favorite private golf club might seem like a one-off, and to some, very much in character, it might be within the context of a much larger picture, at least when it comes to Mar-A-Lago, that is. If it seems like Mar-A-Lago has been in the news a little more frequently lately, it's because it, well, has. The Florida property, which became President Donald Trump's official domicile in 2019, has been his unofficial headquarters ever since his failed re-election bid. And according to Forbes, frequent trips to Mar-A-Lago for golf since 2017 have cost an estimated $142 million in taxpayer money. His most current stay, which began on December 22, 2020, has a bit more of an event-based purpose, preparation for a New Year's Eve bash. It's unclear if the area where the event will be held was one redecorated by Melania. According to Business Insider, there is also no word as to whether any measures will be put in place to stave off the possibility of the bash becoming a coronavirus superspreader event. Something else could have informed Trump's reaction to Melania's renovations, though it still remains unclear as to whether he will refuse to leave the White House after President-elect Joe Biden's upcoming inauguration on January 20th. There have reportedly been strong indications that Trump's plans post-presidency will involve a permanent move to his favorite private resort. But unfortunately for the departing president, a number of factors might throw a wrench into his plans. For one thing, there's the fact that residents of the Palm Beach community don't exactly want him there. As the Washington Post first reported on December 17, 2020, a visible contingent of the Palm Beach population issued a petition against Trump's possible permanent move, stating it would be in violation of a contract and deal he made in 1993. At the time, the promise was made in an effort to turn the property, which was a then private residence owned by the Trump Organization, into a private commercial resort. It does not prevent Trump from living anywhere else in Palm Beach. The petition, which was composed in order to avoid an embarrassing situation, the scenario of legally evicting a former president, was met with opposition by the Trump Organization, which denies the existence of the 1993 contract, according to the Associated Press. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about the latest hot topics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.